Okay, so this right here is the most uncomfortable, vulnerable spot that I've ever been in. I feel like when you're watching reality TV and you in the confessionals, but what you confessing is script already written. So I always say, if you want to hear a guy laugh, make plans. That's been the whole theme of my life. If you want to make guy laugh, tell him what you got planned. I am a planner, which makes this hilarious. I'm a planner. So in doing so, I make sure that there is a safety net under there. Whenever you jump, you always, like insurance, so to speak. So everything I planned, everything I had a backup for, you know, I didn't plan for the switcheroo. So like God switched it up on me, and I hadn't planned for that. Like I planned for it to go this way, and when it went that way, well, shit. I went, what? So this week has been, it's Friday. This week has been something I don't even can begin to explain. I started out, okay, last Friday was good. Sis was out of school, so there's bonding time. But it's not just bonding time with her, it's more of what you can do to entertain me. Cool. So it's like, I'm gonna wash her hair, braid it up. It's cool. She's tender-headed, so the washing hurt, the combing, the detangling, to blow dry it, that shit hurt. Everything hurts. Then she breaks the dryer. Like the dryer stops working mid. I wasn't even in the top, but at her occipital bone. I think that's what it is. We learn bones in the head. Occipital. Shit, I don't even remember the bones of the head. I used to know that. Anyway, dryer breaks. But of course, you know, I got a backup dryer. So I'm blow drying and this, that, and the third. And I look and I was like, it's time for me to start getting ready. So I had something to do. So I'm rushing her, rushing me. And I don't even start braiding her hair before. But anyway, I go to this event and it's an amazing networking event, whatever. And then one of the girls that I met, stranger, we go out for drinks. Amazing. Like we clicked really easily just from eye contact. Cause I thought she looked like somebody that I knew, and I was like, damn, have I been? But then she wasn't even from here, so we've never met. But anyway, so then I get home and I finish, well, I start braiding her hair. And I'm like, I'm tired now. I'm going to bed. We'll get up tomorrow and start over. So Saturday we got up, started over. We went to the Black National Market or whatever, and we hung out. And it was one of those things. We go to the market all the time, but we hadn't been like this. It's girl time. I do it with all of them. Like I like to spend one-on-one time with each one of them to see where they at and make sure they understand that they have my full divided attention at that time, because of their entire life I've always been doing some type of working, and so I've not always been present within the moment. But during these times, which is like our dates, I guess, they have my undivided attention. I've been the parent that's always been in the stands, but I've also been working. Or I've always been at practice or gymnastics or swimming or whatever, you know, but I've not always been present. And I realized that probably a little too late. But, and then Saturday, we ate at the event, which was a big mistake. I woke up Sunday, I was like, I'm ill. You're not ill? She was like, no, I'm fine. And this is the second time we don't went on a date and I got sick. Second time, I don't know what it is. I eat what she want to eat, and then I be sick. That was a sign. So I ended up not going to another event Sunday night. I knew I probably had my social battery was dead. That's what why I woke up sick, because it was like, you think you finna go add on top of that, you ain't give us no break in between. Now you gonna rest. And so that's what I did. I watched the whole season or series of Queen's Court with Tamar, Nivea, and Evelyn. Watched the whole series. I'm gonna do a video on it because it was something. Anyway, Monday I felt a lump in my breast, and baby girl came back home. She left Sunday, went to her dad's. She came back home, and I was like, I'm gonna have to call them about this. And so Tuesday I called. They said come in at 3 o'clock. I get there, and they squeezed me in, but the lump was as the doctor could just see it, and it was no denying that it was there. But I knew it was there. I felt it. I even let my daughter feel it. I've let them all, because I feel like it's important to teach them young how to check for abnormalities in their body. So once you get to know your body, then you can't be fooled, you can't be tricked. Somebody can't really talk you into something, because you and your girl rock, or your boy, because boys should get to know their bodies too. But so it was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do something about this, because it looks like it's just a cyst, but it might have something in it. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I gotta get her, and I gotta and wait a minute, and then tomorrow I gotta drive 5 hours for something really important. And she was like, well, just come in the morning and we'll get you out of here. And I was like, okay. So I said, when you bring her home, make sure she done ate, because I just don't feel like cooking. So, and she gave me an antibiotic, because she told me that my chest was red and it looked inflamed, and antibiotic was the way to go. Now, I felt like I never lead in with, what kind of medicine do you have to give me today? I'm always the one to be like, nope, can't take that, don't take that, won't take that. But the urgency in her voice was like, hurry up and start taking these today. And I was like, okay. So I told 2 people what I was going through. One of them happens to be somebody that I gave birth to. So I feel like once I check in with her, then we're pretty much locked in. So I didn't want to tell her, because she's not here to go through this. And if she was here, I could not put that on her. So what I did was, I told her, I was like, it's cool, I'm okay. I take myself, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna get on the road. And the other person I told was like, oh, you were sneaking on the road and you weren't gonna tell. I'm not sneaking, I'm just not broadcasting it. And so what bothered me the most was not being able to go do this very important thing that I've been trying to do for 3 years. And so that was the most difficult thing about this. Now, granted, they just told me there's a lump, you're gonna have to have a biopsy, it doesn't look bad, but we don't really know. But be here early tomorrow. I'm gonna get you out of here, you get on the road. So cool. I stopped, I got the antibiotic, went home. No, did I go? I did. I stopped and grabbed me something to eat so that I could eat and take the antibiotic with it, because she said make sure to take with food, and I don't want to be sick on top of being confused. That's what I'm at the confused stage. So Wednesday morning, I gotta get up and I gotta get baby girl up like nothing's wrong, because she has to be at school like nothing's wrong. Like she has to go to school, so I can't give her what I'm carrying for her to carry it into her day. So I just let that go, and get to the doctor's office, and I gotta get a mammogram. So it's mammogram, doctor, back to the mammogram. So it's like it was a lot, and so I sat there, but I was listening to a book, and I was watching tarot videos, I want to say, and of course listening to or maybe I was watching videos, I don't know, but I was watching a combination of things. I was reading. It was something to keep me occupied. So, but it has to be a combination of things. So if I'm listening to something, then I have to be reading or writing something. So I have to be all in. And so it didn't feel like I had been waiting as long as I had, until they was like, talk to the nurse. And the nurse had this great big old folder with literature in it. And you know, if you see literature, you're thinking this can't be good. And so she was talking fast, but I already had prepared myself for everything that was going to be done. And really, to be honest with you, it wasn't new. The needle was just different. And so everything was done so fast, but I watched her jab a needle. First, they make an incision, and then I watched her jab the needle. I counted. It was 6 times. I even tried to close my eyes, but it didn't help. And then she implanted some type of titanium to mark the spot where she had been in. And I'm like, not only do I not want the medicine, so I've been given lidocaine day number 2. And I watched her when she pulled the needle out to give the nurse the pieces of whatever it is. And it was just like chunks of meat, like something you would see in the kitchen. It just looked like pieces of that. But I knew that this part of me will hurt, and it's swollen too. I got this little mini bralette on that is an even uglier pink, but it's supposed to hold you up, you know, and keep you compressed and stuff, and it does. But it was I guess the shock of having that, and already having endometriosis, and that being a chronic illness, I think it sent the rest of my body into a shock and flare. I hurt all over. I wasn't able to lift my hands at first. You know, this how it was like, you know, this one okay, so I could, but it was like some things were difficult to do. Hence why I don't have lashes on, because I would have, should have, could have did that. But I had the inkling to want to clean up. Like I needed to do dishes and things like that. But because of the co-parenting, sometimes getting the shit right, he's had her, he's fed her, he took her, you know, like it's been beneficial. And the only thing that scares me is that my oldest daughter is away at school and she can't be here. But this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing what you doing, let me. And then the lady said, well, it's Wednesday. We'll let you know Monday. That's a lot of time to be waiting. But I don't feel anything. I don't feel nervous. I don't feel scared. I don't feel anything. And I don't know if that's unusual or if that's just my faith in me and my God. I don't feel anything. But I do feel like I was paying so much attention to my uterus that I wasn't focusing on my breast. But because there was no history of breast cancer, I didn't really do that. But because I know my body, I know when there was something wrong, so I was able to feel it. And I'm calling them like, hey, this is what I need, and I need a 3D mammogram because you have breast dense tissue. um the lumps and the cysts and things are harder to find sometimes, harder to feel. But if you know your body, you know immediately, which is, I knew kind of immediately that this wasn't normal. And it started back in November. I actually started a TikTok video, and I was like, the shit that women gotta go through, like, really, dude. I had to feed the babies with the breast, and now the breasts want to eat off of me. But, and I know men get breast cancer too. I know. But I'm just saying, this is another one I feel like, well, we dominated. And if I'm not mistaken in doing my research, I think we dominate the fuck out of it. And there's no reason or rhyme as to why, except for everything. We dominate definitely the maternal mortality, which I read another story about it today, and she was 32. And in 2023. But it's so much that we have to deal with. But I thought that, and maybe I started too late, changing what I ate. I did change, but I didn't really change for the better. So I'm gonna have to change, make a note to change eating for the better. I didn't want to have to go through this alone. At my age, I felt like I would have a mate that I would have to go through. I didn't think at this age and stage that I'd be going through this by myself. I felt like I have a husband that would be going through it. Not that it would make it a lot better. It would. And I feel like it would give my baby some peace. So she texting, what you doing? I'm resting in between your text messages and your FaceTiming, and but I call her too. So it's like I have to keep reassuring her that I'm fine. And because of the actress that I am, I can put on a good front. So I always try to be honest with her, like, this shit hurts. Like, it really, really hurts. Like, it's swollen up here. My back hurts. I can only lift my arms so much. And it was like, but then I feel like everything hurts. Like, I feel like I was hit by a car. But then I'm thinking the way she was jabbing, the body may have taken a hit like a car accident. And I'm okay with resting in that. I thank God that I have been able to rest during these. Like, I stay up late watching TV, and then when I do fall asleep, I'm gonna get all my sleep, and so I'm waking up at like 1 or 2. Like I'm like a baby. My days and nights are off, but going through what I went through was traumatic. So I'm just gonna go with it. I don't know what to expect. What to expect while you're expecting to hear that you're fine, because I really do feel like it's just one of those things where you had a plan and then God had a plan. And I'm like, can we come together and see if we can compress our or unite or negotiate our plans, God? Like let them ram into each other, because my plan be over here and God be taking me up, and I be like, and then plan to go up that high. I'm scared of heights, but you already know that. So he making me uncomfortable in situations that are supposed to be a message. And then again, I am not the message, I'm just the messenger that this is hard. And although we make it look good, ain't nothing sexy about this shit. I'm telling you right now, because a strong, educated, loving black man would fit the bill right now. It would fit the bill. But because God don't give you nothing easy, you gotta work for it. I'm joking. But we have to learn how to surround ourselves with a village of people that that's the way we were supposed to be. You have a village. I remember my mom and aunts telling me that you could get a whooping by everybody in the neighborhood. That's a lot of ass whooping. Excuse, that's abuse. But the third or the fourth person, you know. But it's one of those things where everybody looked out for everybody's kid. And for me, in my hometown, I think it's been like that. Everybody, you know, kind of take care of your kids when they see them out. If they fuck with you the right way. You know, with some people that my kids be like, nah, I know good and goddamn well she want me listening to her. But they got a village. The kids have a village. I had a new friend say it's hard to make friends. I don't get that. Like, I don't feel like it. Like, if I want a friend, I'm gonna tell you, come on, and you my friend, okay? And if you don't like it, then we'll probably fall off in the way down the line anyway. But I'm pretty good at picking friends, so I don't think that it should be that hard to make friends. But I appreciate the love and support that I do get, and I don't know. I mean, I'm grateful for the journey. I just didn't know this would be the journey, because I always was like, well, I don't want nobody in my business. That's too vulnerable, too open. But then I was like, but damn, there's other people that's going through this shit that, and God was like, okay, now you get the picture. You get it now? You get it now? You get it now? And I'm like, no. But I'm hard-headed. So it was like the plan that I had been in process for 3 years, just shit. And God said, well, I'm finna take you on a whole another playing field, because I'm finna fuck up your whole week. Week gone. I haven't been able to work. I was trying to read the guide on the TV. I couldn't even see it. I was like, am I that sleepy? Am I that tired? Like, what? Let me just turn on something what I know I can read and I can watch it over and over again. But I haven't studied anything. I just been resting, which is probably something I should have been doing a long time ago, but you know, I always have to work. It's like if you're not working, then you missing out. But then when life is still happening and you working, you still missing out. Now, I mean, you can't win for losing, but I have learned to be more present. And I think I'm learning the lesson of when you hear it, you gotta listen the first time. So God don't just be like, get your ass and lay down. I am that hard-headed. But this is going to be a long ass weekend. You know, weekends usually be short. They usually be short. But I expect this one to be long. But what I won't do is I won't let this keep me in a funk or in the bed or missing out on something. I'ma still do me, even if me doing me don't mean nothing but sitting back, getting something to eat, and shit, whatever else might come up. I might get a date, you know. I doubt it, but put it in the atmosphere, right? So I was like, can I make a video? And like, cause normally on Fridays I'm getting cute and I'm going out, and that's only for show. When I'm in the house, the kids sound like a librarian. So this is where I feel the most comfortable at, and I can be vulnerable. So why not? Cause this is what you're gonna get 95% of the time. I'm just that other 5. It takes so much more than this, like jeans and a t-shirt, shorts and a t-shirt, or mommy leggings. They be Nike and stuff like that, but I need a team. It take too much for just one person. Too much effort. Just let me be me. So if you catch me out and I'm looking ratchet, that's my business, because I'm clean and it matches, and I don't give a fuck. Basically, because my mind's somewhere else. But it's really not. It's just working. Always working. Always fucking working. That's what it's doing. Is I don't know, because I was sitting in the exam room where she was coming to do the biopsy, taking notes to remember to work once I became level-headed, because they don't give you anything. It's just local anesthesia. No, I mean, you walk in and you walk right back out, but there is something in there that make you feel a little woozy that I think might make you sleepy. Because the first night that Carrington was here, she cut my TV off, and I didn't even have the strength to fight her. I was like, Lord, if you want me to go to bed, then I will. I didn't even try to fight her to figure out what was going on with the remote, where it was at. I just took my ass back to sleep. He fed her. She had a shower, and she put me to bed. So this is not a sympathy, because I don't do sympathies. It's not a sympathy. It's just more of an awareness that women, check your body. Men, make sure the women you love checks their body, or you check it. But make sure that early prevention is the best thing. So not even preventing that, but just making sure that your body is healthy overall. Because I know as Black women, we go through a lot of, they don't believe you. They thought it didn't hurt as bad. They thought we didn't feel pain the same way. They don't care. It's a lot, but I speak as a Black woman that's done seen a bunch of doctors just way too many fucking times to be like, this is everything that I was against. Everything. But what they say, who are y'all to question God? Me, hello. But I don't got a question because I've been alone for this temp test, and I know that this is just something else that I have to endure. But I can't endure it quietly because there's another black woman or white looks just like me, and you trying to figure it all out by yourself. I got a couple of homegirls that's like that. We won't tell you, but we're gonna make it seem like everything good. So and this ain't my first edit, and I'm gonna see, I mean, on the other side I'll just be like, well, shit, now I'm writing the manual. I always say it ain't no manual, but I'm writing the manual. Share your story, tell your story, because I feel like Roz, she passed away from brain cancer, and I feel like hearing her story, because she was the first person that I had heard that said that her cancer was related to relaxers, that I had to start kind of like listening. So I feel like she shook up the world by speaking out about that. But what if I just tell you, you ain't the first and you won't be the last, and if we don't lay out the blueprint, then we can't protect our kids. And because I feel like that part of like the generational curse where you break some things off, I feel like this should be one of the things that, because we were raised in the South to believe, and I know women all over the world, you gotta be tough, put on your cape, superwoman, weight of the world on your shoulders, and that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. There is no way that just one person can carry everything. Even like when they bring my groceries out to the car, somebody helping, and then he bringing it out on the car. He ain't even carrying them all. So put that shit in your cart and leave it like we do on them websites, when we just put all that shit and then delete. When you know I didn't buy this shit and delete it, and I already got one of these, start deleting that shit. Don't even, what's a small thing to a giant? But a giant doesn't mean that you have to be a superhero, because that's what the fuck make believe make us think we gotta be superhero. It's nobody's superhero, not now. I don't even want that title no more. But I don't want to make it look easy anymore. I don't want it to look like I spoke to somebody, we went to school together, college, and it's when I went back, and we didn't talk really while we were in school together, but we talk more now. And she was saying what she assumed about me, and I told her what I assumed about her, and I didn't realize we were going through the same goddamn thing. But later is when we kind of like, oh. And then she told me I made it look good. She was like, well, you made it look damn good. And I was like, right? Wait a minute. That ain't no flex to make bad shit look good. That defeats everything I stand for. You're gonna make the bad shit look good. No. So I will part 2 once I get the results back. But I ain't tripping. My daughter texted me and was like, are you nervous? I was like, for what? What's the reason? I ain't giving that shit no thought. I'm just still mad about the opportunity that I missed out on, and I'm hoping that God find a way to swing that back around. If it's for me, if it ain't, then I'm gonna be mad as fuck. But that's wasted energy. And I ain't even got that kind of energy. Like, I got energy, I gotta be focused on this purpose, because the repeat lessons is getting old. I don't like to have them repeat shit. I'm smart one time. It don't take all this shit. But evidently God was like, are you my child? Are you? So it's gonna be a fucking journey, to say the least. You know, but who better than me to be tested like this? I'm never gonna say why me, but I will say, what am I supposed to be doing with this? Who am I supposed to be helping with this? Not why this, why me. So I'm gonna be doing me, and whatever want to come on the ride can come on, but this motherfucker ain't stopping. So you gotta keep up. She will take breaks and trips and vacations, and I'm doing it all. But which reminds me, my friend said that she jumped out of a plane for her birthday, and I was like, wow, you're so brave. And she was like, I didn't get a rush. This right here out of rush. This the highest. Like, I feel like I'm at the mountaintop. I might as well just got pushed, because this is risky enough for me. I keep peeking over the ledge. God, this is as high as you gotta take me for some excitement or rush, or I don't know, euphoria, adrenaline. This is it. I don't do haunted houses no more. Amusement parks. Although I do want to go to the the Mario thing at Universal. That's one of the things I gotta take baby girl. Although she never played Nintendo, so she ain't gonna be as geeked as I am. But I don't know what's I don't know. I don't know what I do for that euphoric high. I don't know. I ain't jumping on no motherfucking planes. That one is not on the list. And what else? I don't really want to go. I want to see the Eiffel Tower, but I don't want to go up, you know, that high. I seen people dying in the air in Dubai. I don't want to do that. It's just a little bit too high. So I don't know I don't know. Maybe mountain climbing. I did that at the little rock climbing thing for the kids. I did that. That's about as high. Like, I don't know what. I don't know. So like a bucket list. What would I do? Shit. The best high, probably buying something for myself that I really, 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 really want, but don't got to have it. What is that? I can't even think of that. I'm simple. Shit. What? I can't even think of nothing. What would I buy myself? I don't know. I'm cool with what I got, so. But if you give me some extra money, it will get spent on something for myself. I don't know, what would I buy? Oh, the cutest thing that I just saw was this little pink flower. It's a plant. Pink princess. And it's nice outside. I open the windows. My allergist probably was like, oh, you playing Russian roulette. It's a nice day. I sit on the porch. And I got the window open. I watered the plants, so letting them get some air or whatever. But I want that pretty pink princess, whatever it is. And it's expensive for a flower. If you're not into flowers, you would still like this. But it's pink and it's beautiful. I'm gonna post that picture with it. But my plants have been like rescue plants, so I can't afford to get a expensive plant because I don't know. First of all, this plant was $3 and some change when I got it, but it wasn't this day. I don't know what the fuck happened to it because I am not. So I think the pink one looks more like this. I think, yeah, the pink, except it has pink leaves in there. And I've had this one for a long time. I've repotted it and I do okay, you know, with plants. But then, you know, if I'm gonna kill that little $3 one, then I can't be taking my chances with that pretty pink one because I feel like the garden demons might get you if you kill something that pretty. But I do want, I think I may order it. I mean, you know, if I heard somebody say if the plant died with you, it was gonna die anyway. So I'm gonna order the motherfucking plant. And if the plant, it won't die. Because I feel like the ones that I have that are strong and they with me, they cool. This one right here was like, stop wasting your money just because the plant was $3 and some change. It was cute though. It was cute. And I figured out, like I had it over here closer to the window and it was really sad. And then I moved it on my desk and it was better. But I didn't move it again. Like this motherfucker wanna go all around the goddamn, I don't do that now, but I'm gonna prune it back a little bit and see what it do. I don't think it's gonna do much, so I'm gonna have to toss it. But then it could be the type of pot I put it in. It doesn't have holes in the bottom, so I don't know. It just didn't work out. We weren't compatible. I'm okay with that. Buy? No. But that's the one thing that I think I would buy for myself if I need a reward, because I feel like I'm gonna order it after I speak to the doctor. I'm gonna order me a flower and get for myself. That's part of self-care, because I'd be real proud of myself because I didn't fold. I ain't give in. I'm like, fuck it, you know. So that's why I'm buying that pink flower. But to anybody else that may be going through this, to the women that have gone through this, because I don't understand how, I didn't understand how difficult this was until because before it was just like, oh, it's a cyst, no problem. But this was different. So, and I know women that have gone through way much more of this than I'll ever know, and I thank God for that. But I don't want to diminish anybody's journey, because this shit right here is something different. It's not even it's not even explainable. Like I said, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. I'm not sad. I'm not glad. I'm not mad. Like, I'm just like, oh, okay. This is a surprise quiz. But if you have experiences or you know somebody that is, just be there for them in the way that they feel comfortable. Because everybody's, you know, take on is different, as we're all different. But I don't know, because like I say, I don't feel too much of nothing, except for I need a husband. You know, that's the only thing that's probably gonna fix it. I'm joking. But the only thing I can say is try to find some humor in it to balance it out, so it ain't so heavy. I realize a lot of times where we intake be so negative that it's hard to release and get clean that shit off and get it off. So balance it out. I mean, you know, I remember last year a friend of mine and I were going to another friend's homegoing services, and we knew when to make jokes and laugh, and so we standing in line and we laughing, and I was like, we can't do this, we cannot be laughing. She was like, why not? Would she want us to be sad? She would be laughing with us. And I was like, you're right. And so she and I knew what each other needed at the time, and it's good when you have friends like that that can help you balance it out. But I just want to be the messenger. That's it. Just the messenger, not the spokesperson. But I know that it's not just happening to me, so might as well give us a platform to talk about it and help each other. Why not? Well, we could talk about Tamar on Queen's Court. We could talk about Tamar and SWV and Escape. We could talk about 85 South, or we can talk about just about anything, because why not? And who gonna tell us no? Who run the world?